All right, we had a few things here. We had this thing that we call the scale slur. So we want to play a scale carefully. We started on the 4th string, but you really need to do this on all 4 strings. Make sure that those are in tune. And then leave them down where you put them down. Then take the bow and move it. And then up. Once you do the slow one. There'll be a lot of fiddle tunes in if you did it go. Right, that kind of stuff. So those little are good. And every string. And then we had the 2-3-2-0 slur, which is something that's common in a lot of fiddle tunes. It's something like this. We did on the 1st string, the E string. So we just went from an F sharp, which would be 2nd fret, to a G, which is 3rd fret, and F sharp, then back to F sharp, then open. So we're going to one bow. We're going to go. One bow direction. Every string. And if you can get more than one out of it, go ahead and do it. It's the easiest slur like that for that many notes. It's 4 notes out of one bow, and it's used a lot in fiddle playing. And then we have the intonation exercise, which we did on the 1st string, starting kind of like where we start double string from A, G sharp, 4 times at least on each one. Every string. That's really good for your intonation. You don't have to do it that fast. Do it slow, so that you can listen to the intonation. Make sure that every note's sounding good to you. And the last one was an arpeggio. We saw an A arpeggio start on the 2nd string. Well, we know the kind of G one you had, right? And then they have it on the A string. I think they start on there, which is, and then they go up to the octave, and then back down, and then the D, which is just 1 string lower, and then they go up, and the 1st string at the 2nd fret with F sharp, and then the A, and then arpeggios will be the basis of the pentatonic stuff that we looked at too. And then the E, which we talked about, we don't want to do too much with this week, but what we could do our 0-2-5 exercise on the 3rd string, which would be D, E, G. We do that a few times, like 4. We're going to do the same exercise with a high 3rd finger, bringing in the G sharp as the last note. All right. And I think if you wanted to, you could do that on every string too. All right. You're going to look at your 3rd finger to use discretion up there. Try to make sure that you don't, when you go, go up to this high 3rd, you don't take and move your whole finger up here. You keep that home position. This is still the open home position. Back and forth between the low third and the high third, and that should be plenty.